Hello guys, Wahoo here, back in another video. This time around guiding you through the new talent tree. Yes, I call it a talent tree, but yes, the real name of it is the star chart. We just got it in the new update, Reeling in the Stars. So referencing the star chart, I'm gonna call it a talent tree. So just moving forward, you guys know that when I say talent tree, I mean the star chart. Just make sure you guys know that. Just like, why is he now talking about talent tree? I don't know what a talent tree is. I only have the star chart. Well, it is the star chart that I am talking about. And in this video, I am going to go through where the star chart is and which nodes you should be aware of. I'm not going to tell you which node you should take. I'm just going to go through ones you should be aware of because you might want to go some different way than I want to do. So I'm just going to let you know which nodes you should be aware of if you want to do like a magic damage build, a physical damage build, a utility build as well, and also XP, magic find, mastery, and dragons, and so forth and so forth. But I have made timestamps for different charts where I'm going to show you on the basically on a few pictures of where you are going to be, what you want to be looking for. So moving forward, we're going to do that. But before that, I'm going to show you where you can find the star chart and a few tips and tricks on getting the stuff for it. So where are you going to find this star chart? You are going to find it in the hub. And as you can see right up there, there is now a new telescope. And on top of that, I just want to go all the way up here. There's a little guy, and that's the Celestial's second cousin. For some reason, I don't know what happened to the first cousin, but this is at least the second cousin. And if you go in here, you can see you can buy yourself these. And I think it actually resets daily. This one, you can get 250 daily because I did this yesterday. I know there's an update. But I will be updating you guys on all this. But yesterday I did buy all 5, and this from the Spoiled Divinities. I thought it actually was a weekly thing, but apparently it is a daily thing. So if it's a daily thing, you'd also need a lot of these echoes, which is I will show you guys how you get those and all sort of things like with that. But I just want to mention this one so you guys know what you actually can get it from here instead from the tome and from just doing dungeons. But I'm gonna go ahead. As you can see, you can buy 5 apparently a day. I thought again it was a week, so because you do get 5 Despoiled Divinities every single week. So I thought it was gonna be, hey, you do your delve and then you could go buy these. But I do want to say, don't use your Despoiled Divinities on this one if you are missing like costumes or the dragon from the Shadow Tower hub there. Don't go ahead and spend it here because it's only 250 and it's not going to get you very far. But if you have, like me, a bunch of them and you not know what to use for them, of course there comes a new costume whenever a new class comes out. But then you can farm some more and get the costumes. So get the costumes and the dragon first before you go up here. But down here is the Celestial. This is the guy we are looking for. He has our talent points. So basically when you start out, you can get the talent points. So talent points are basically something you buy. And these astral echoes, these can come from a tome, and the tome is a little pricey. I feel like it's a little pricey. It's 250 credits. But these you can also, other than that, you can actually get these also for free. As you saw up there, you can get it from the Despoiled Divinities, but you also get these just by playing the game, doing dungeons, things like that. It's just dungeons, basically playing the game, I would say, but it's doing dungeons. Whenever you destroy the chest in the end, there's a chance of getting these echoes. I tried to play an hour, or I did play an hour yesterday, and I got about 250 in 1 hour of play. That was in U11, and I think you do get more going through the U levels, up that. But I haven't tested that I haven't tested that very thoroughly, so I don't know if you get more going up through the levels, as I said. But if you can do 11, then do 11. But it's basically what they want with this is it's going to be like a long grind. It's not going to be something you're going to be done with the first week. As you can see, the prices, we saw it before, 250. You can see you need 15,000. You need 202,500. So 200,000 of these echoes to get every single talent point of all of these. And of course also, I'm going to mention this, also the 3 dragon fragments that are in here. It's about 80,000, 180,000 if you don't count these 3 eggs fragment, but you want those as well eventually, of course. So yeah, this is the talent trees, or the talent points basically. And you also need a little bit of a different currency as well. That's of course your qubits. right down here, the ones you get from your star bar every single day. So you can see here I've unlocked some of the tree. When you start it out, there's not much, it doesn't cost very much. You do get a little bit of a bonus, but this is basically the tree, and as you can see, it's right out here, and you get 40 points in total, and there is more. I think there's 120 points as far as I remember from what it said, but I know you get only maximum of 40 points, and then you can put it in where you want to go. But it also, like I said, you can't see from my face, so let me go ahead and remove that, because you can see right here, these are the ones you need the keys, and the keys comes also from the shop, but you can buy them from real money if you want to do so, but also from the star bar. That's what I'm saying. And I think somebody calculated if you wanted all of them, it's about 800,000, but I haven't confirmed that at all. So just go slowly, and you can't unlock one up here before you unlock here. So you do need 22 of these, so you can go through them. Of course, this one costs 3. This one is going to cost you 22. I think this is going to cost you 35. Yeah, so it does ramp up, right? But you don't have to. You can unlock this one before you do the other one. So just slowly ramping up, and I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to cost, about 800,000 of those. And that's pretty much the whole tree. There's not really much more to it. You just go through it. Of course, you use your talent. As you can see, the spheres here, also called talent. I'm going to call them talent points. And when you do reset your tree, as you can see, it costs you one of these to reset the whole tree. These the ones here, the ones with the key, those are unlocked permanently. So if you do want to go and unlock something else, of course, when you go here, you unlock it, and then it's unlocked forever. But if you go somewhere else, of course, you have to unlock that as well. But just letting you know that it's unlocked. You don't get those keys back, but you do get the talent points. The spheres, you do get them back when you reset your tree. So you don't get the keys back, but you do get, like, they unlock permanently. So just keep that in mind when you go through all of this. You might have to use even more to go through these. So you can go through the right way, or you can go, as I'm doing, 40 dragon fragments. As you can see right down here is some dragon fragments and stuff like that. I'll show you guys that when we get to the dragon part as well. But you can reset the tree. I don't want to go this way permanently, but yeah, it is also, do want to mention this, that it's a tree that actually is for your whole, all your classes. You can see I'm on my Dracolite right now, so you can see this is what my Dracolite tree looks like. But if I do go over here and go to, for example, my Boomer, you can see exactly the same tree. So it's a one tree per account, not per class, and that's some feedback I gave to them on the PTS server. I don't know what the technical difficulty is with doing one for every single class, but I think it's because that the talent tree is tied into this grant thingy here, the chart here, and not to the class specifically. So it's more of a account thing, and that's all right if they couldn't find a difficulty or the technical difficulties with it, because I said I wanted one for every single, because if I go through this one, which is the magic damage tree, my physical damage characters don't get this one as well. And there's many points that are great to get, not just saying, hey, I'm going to get all the physical damage one and all the magic damage. You could do that, and then you have all your classes, but there's just so many nice notes in all of these other ones that you probably want to get. You do get 40, but I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be not enough to go through everything. But yeah, that's sort of introduction to the tree and what it's gonna be. It's a lot more easier when we go through every single picture of what you should be looking for as different aspect of the game. And that is coming up right now. All right, first up, we got the magic damage tree. I sort of gave them all names, and this is the magic damage path, as I call it. And out here is where there's red circles. This is where there is gonna be some you might want to get really, those that you really want to go for. The green ones are okay, but kind of there's not really anything between them. There is a little bit down here, but there's really nothing between them. These two over here are red because there's two good notes over here, and could be a path that you want to go after you go through basically the magic damage part, and then also the critical damage part as well. And you really want to go down here because there's also like a 15 damage right down here in the bottom. If you can see it right down there, there's a 15% magic damage, which is pretty crazy as well, because you do have to go out either this way or this way after. Over here is the magic find and the kind of the magic find an XP path, and that's okay as well. You do need those, you know, XP for if you're leveling up or doing Paragon and stuff like that. But the red ones are sort of mandatory for a magic damage. You can go whatever you want if you want to do so, but these are definitely the note that increases and has some impact as a magic damage user. So as you can see, you can also pause the video if you want to and just kind of check all the things out if you want to do so, which ones are you should go for and which ones are pretty nice to have, but it's not really a lot of good notes leading up to it. So if you had, let's say you could get all the notes, or at least everything, all the green ones and all the red ones, then you should definitely also go for the green ones as well. The green one up here has some magic attack speed. That's why it's up here. Usually not many, magic damage users, like for example, Dragonlight, don't use, attack speed, but like a Gunslinger or Ice Sage, for example, those use it. So that's why it's up here, but there might be some a little bit better notes down here. And if I'd rather have 15% magic damage than like a little bit of attack speed, because it's not really a lot of attack speed you get out of this note here. And there's some good ones in between as well if you want to get those as well. But basically you want to go through all of the magic. So yeah, this is the magic damage part, if you can say it like that. But this is what I think at least you should be aware of these notes and kind of go for some of them if it makes sense to you. So yeah, that's magic damage. Let's move on to physical damage. All right, so now we got the physical damage part. I don't know if you saw the magic damage one, but the physical damage one looks very much like the magic damage part, because this over here, you got, of course, still the critical damage, which there's a lot of great notes over here. You do have to spend 1 point right here, which gives some magic damage to get into here, which I think is a little silly, but that's just basically how it is. But there's a lot of great physical damage notes going through up here. There is a little bit of a note out here. I was kind of debating with myself if I should get out here, because it is a lot of points again going out here. But it does give you 5% magic damage and physical damage. But yeah, it's not super great out here. And that's the same thing if you saw the magic damage part. The green ones means that they're okay notes out here, but you really don't want to go for them, because you can see there's many notes going in there, so it's not really necessary. You can see the other ones, the red ones are sort of like more clumped together, which means that they're just really, really great. And my idea with this was that you go through the magic damage part and then, or critical damage part, and then you can go for the physical damage part first, and then of course the the critical damage part, and then you can go either this way or this way down here. So these sort of the things I would definitely go for a physical damage character. Go through the physical damage, critical damage, and then out here with the light, there's a little bit of good light notes out here. Again, also kind of a nice note here. You don't have to go very far, but it gives a little bit of critical damage. But other than that, you don't want to go further through this. There's some nice flask notes, but yeah, flask is not like a permanent. I just feel like the permanent buffs are just a little bit better, because it's going to give you all the time. So if you don't have any flash charges, it's not going to give you the same. So I'd rather go for some hard facts or hard stats, if you can say it like that. So yeah, this is the physical damage part. Again, you can pause the video if you want to see which ones you want to go for. Again, it's just my opinion on which ones you should, at least be aware of. So that was the magic damage, so the physical damage part. Let's move on to XP and magic find. Alright, so now we have the XP and the magic find, and this is not going to be a big one, because as you can see right here, it's really clustered around here, and then there's a couple of nodes down here. But this is more to show you guys where the magic find part is, and also the XP if you're looking for that. If you're leveling up, for example, this is a great way to just go out this way first and just get your extra XP, and then you can always reset your tree and then go through all of these. This is a pretty good note as well out here if you saw the magic damage part or the physical damage one. I kind of talked about this note as well being pretty good. So if you unlock this way around here, then you've already unlocked the big notes here, which is then you don't waste this one as well. And there's a couple of good notes down here as well. And there's also a couple of good physical damage and magic damage notes down here. So if you unlock this way down, you really don't waste anything at all to go through this one as well. There's also a magic damage here and a physical damage over here. So if you go through the utility path here, It's pretty cool. It's pretty nice to do so. So I would use this as if you're starting out, then go through all this. Damage is always great, but you can get that later when you get through all of this. But then at least you unlock it and you don't have to unlock it again, and then you can go through here. But yeah, that's the magic damage and XP. Some give XP, some give magic find. You can kind of see which one it is in the tree, but these are the ones that only give that. So don't want to make a big segment out of this one. Just wanted to show you guys where the XP and the magic find is on the tree. So you want to look for that as well. So with that, we can now move on to dragons and mastery. Yes, lastly, we got the dragons and the mastery. So what do I mean by dragons and mastery? Well, you can see right here on the chart here is that if you're looking for these, the 3 green notes that are here, these are the ones for the Casparian dragon. So there's 3 dragon fragments here. There's also fragments, and I didn't want to show because then it would be completely covered in circles. But every other big notes, if I can zoom in a little bit here, let me zoom in a little bit. You can see these big notes. You can see these ones right here and here, these big notes as we call them. These are, if we wanted to, whoop, there we go. I gotta get back to the, so you guys can see everything that is going on. I actually have to zoom out, I think, one more time, sorry. The big notes, as I talked about before, those are the Balefire dragon ones. That's for the other dragon there is, but there is all three fragments to get from the Casparian dragon. So every time you unlock one of these, you're gonna get for the Balefire one, and then you get the 3, because there's only 3 of these Casparian dragon fragments from the tree, and these are down here, and here, and here. So you do have to go through the critical hit path to get that. It's a little bit sucky to unlock all that for going there, but at least then you have it. Could be a thing to actually go for this one, but I don't know. But then you got the flash path, and then you got, of course, the utility path to get those fragments, and you want to get those as well. So what is the mastery part? Well, the mastery part is basically all the red ones. All the red ones out here, as you can see, in basically sort of almost every single end of these do give mastery. And of course, it's not something crazy. It's basically mounts. I don't know if it's only mounts. I didn't check all the things. I just checked some of them. And the 3 I did check, I can't remember which one it was. They all give 50 mastery points. So it's not a crazy amount. It's not like 100 mastery points, because if it's 100, it's definitely worth it. But if you're going out here, for example, let's say right over here, you are taking one note here in the light path, you know, you're taking this note here, you might as well take this one and then reset your tree and then put it back in, because it's only what you lose. If you saw the starting part, you only lose the keys that you use for this. And if you're going out here anyways for, you know, the mastery thing, or going for the note itself, like for example right out here, right, you're going through the magic damage, right, and going all the way here, you might as well, maybe you actually wanted to stop here, but then take this point and then you can reset out of the tree and then put that point somewhere else if you don't want that node. But just saying that if you're going here anyways, you might as well pick up those extra mastery and then reset your tree, and then of course put the points in the right places and stuff like that. I would not recommend going all the way out here. For example, this one out here is way out there, and there's not really anything great out there. So it's really, if you want to be top mastery, of course you have to go all the way out there. You really have to like reset this tree a bunch of times if you want to do so. That's at least what I think people are going to do. I'm not going to go for top mastery in this at all. I think it's just a crazy task to put upon yourself to go through all of this. But I do want to show you guys every single of these here, our red ones, is giving you mastery. So I did check up on that. Some of them might not, I'm not sure. You can check them all if you want to on the tree. Just search for the name and then it should be in there. And if it gives mastery, I said I stopped after 3 because I thought if 3 of them give mastery, 3 random ones give mastery, I'm pretty sure all of them are gonna get mastery. And just like I said, the 3 ones I searched gave 50 mastery, but they could be 100, who knows. But at least right now, they could also be going up in mastery at some point, I don't know. But at least now, these are the ones that we have. So I wanted to mention this for you guys, so you at least could get, I'm going to get, of course, the points there, the fragment, because I want the dragon. Dragons are always great. But that little bit of mastery, I'm not sure yet. We'll see when we go down that path. First, I want to get the fragments, and if I'm feeling it, you know, if I'm feeling good, I might go for these other ones, but it's a lot of stuff. And Of course, I am gonna get the ones that I'm going to anyways in terms of my real tree, and maybe a magic damage, right? Because that's my main, the Dracolite or whatever it's gonna be. But yeah, these were the words that I had for the different trees. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have some feedback. That'd be great. If you have, you can put them in the comments. That'd be super amazing if you would do so. Anyways, again, I hope you guys found this helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!